You're listening to the Turi Writers She Said What podcast. I'm Turi, along with Marcy Persky. In this installment, so many racy things. New brassieres, old brassieres, the Epstein files, and Chappell Roan's faux nipple rings.
I'm drinking.
This early, huh?
Drinking from the bottle. Yeah.
I lost my preferred water bottle. It's amazing how upsetting these small deviations from routine can be.
Oh, you can't imagine how many times that happens to me.
Oh.
And every water bottle that I get to replace the lost water bottle is my new favorite water bottle.
I know. I remembered Chavez, the Swarovski crystal encrusted water bottle of years gone by, and Chavez's
That was
many
fancy
successors.
Chavez.
Fancy Chavez, right?
Number one was Chavez, which is how they all became named Chavez. For our maybe one or two new listeners, I found a water bottle I really liked at a thrift store, and it was written Chavez on permanent markers. So
It's a good thing you lead an antisocial life, because
I know.
people would wonder why you're running around your house calling for Chavez when there's nobody there by that name. If you had a lot of people coming through, they might think Chavez was your imaginary friend. Speaking of imaginary friends,
yeah.
we still have the adolescent obnoxious foster dog.
Oh, why?
Because my theory is that people don't want to adopt a dog when they can't go out in the yard and play with it and, have fun. So I think that a lot of people are waiting. And
They're waiting for spring.
yes, they are. But I have a theory. Zara, our dog, who hates all foster dogs, I believe that Zara does not understand that these dogs are temporary and they're going away eventually, has figured out in her little dog mind that if she's mean to the dog goes away.
Yes.
And then I realized that Zara, the German Shepherd dog's logic is very similar to the crazy, we're just going to make up our own science people's logic, like the anti-vaxxers logic. They would say, well, someone had a vaccine and their leg got infected. And someone has vaccine and their leg sometimes gets infected, but the two are not related. And it's the same, it's German Shepherd logic. It's my dog's logic. I was mean to the other dog and the other dog went away, and therefore I made the other dog go away. So the crank science, health food, vitamin, drink your own urine crowd are basically thinking like my German Shepherd. And that was a helpful way to look at it. Thought I'd share.
There you go.
Yeah. So the longer this dog is here, the meaner Zara is getting, under the theory that she just hasn't been mean enough. And so she's escalating week by week. She's getting meaner and meaner. And may I say that that's not an irrational way to behave. When I don't like somebody and I would like them to disappear, I get meaner and meaner in hopes that they'll take the hint and go away.
How often does that work?
I'm trying to think the last time I actually got somebody to go away. No, it doesn't work. You're quite correct.
There you go.
Doesn't work.
Because I always figure I don't worry about it. I don't have to bring out Mean Marcy. The only time I need Mean Marcy is with
Steve
my
in
own
India.
dogs.
Oh, your own dogs. I was gonna say.
Or my husband.
I also have to announce today to anyone who's interested that I am wearing a new brassiere. And yes, a fancy new brassiere.
Ooh.
Yeah, I ordered it from the place that makes the fancy brassiere that I bought a couple of years ago and had fitted for me. So then I figured that any brassiere from this company in my size would be a good idea, but I figured wrong.
Yeah.
Here's the problem with the new brassiere. I feel a lot like, do you remember Chappell Roan at the Grammys with that faux nipple piercing dress? I feel like
that was awful.
I feel like the new brassiere is the Chappell Roan nipple piercing dress of my life. It has all the wrong things in all the wrong places, and it looks like it should be painful, and it actually, unlike Chappell Roan's dress, unless you count her media reviews, it is painful. And so I'm trying to decide what to do about that, because I invested in it, and it has a Swarovski crystal at the bodice, which is supposed to make me like it. It doesn't make me like it.
Maybe you're supposed to pierce that
My
the thin, but
bodice?
to your cleavage,
I
the
don't know.
crystal.
I don't know who got the bright idea that having like lace on the outside would be a good idea, because if you wear anything close fitting, it looks like you have some sort of fungus growing on your breasts. It's very bad.
Okay, this is very ironic
Why?
because yesterday,
Don't tell me you got a new brassiere.
no, I decided to clean out my bra drawer,
Ah,
which was like overflowing. And when you smash bras into a drawer, the
dear.
cups flatten out,
Yes.
especially when they're of the
Large.
larger proportion.
Yes.
Yeah. I spent 3 hours trying on bras and found out that like maybe two were comfortable out of about 50.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and there's a ton of them I never even wore because when I put them on the first time, I said, this sucks. And I'm a sucker for marketing.
Yeah.
So anything that says you could wear this, what was the old Playtex commercial? The
Oh,
18-hour bra?
it lifts and separates.
Yeah.
When those 18-hour bras were popular on TV, I was
Yeah.
still not yet eligible for a brassiere. And I never understood, now that you mention it, what was so special about an 18-hour bra. And now that I have a bunch of bras that are like 3-minute, 25-second bras that I can stand them, I call them Beach Boys song bras, because that's how long most Beach Boys songs were, actually 2.5 minutes. They are the length that you can listen to a Beach Boys song. And then you need to either remove your breasts or remove your bra. So I typically choose the latter. But what the hell I was thinking to order a brassiere online just because it was the same company that made the other one, I'm sure I do not know. But who makes a bra with ruffly lace on the outside? What are you going to wear that with? You're going to wear that with a giant woolly sweater. That's it. So yeah, now
That's
I'm
weird.
stuck with an expensive bra that anybody with a lick of common sense could have told me if they'd seen it. But online, you can't tell.
Well, don't tell my husband, but I probably have $5,000 worth of bras.
Oh.
I've just resigned myself to very baggy shirts.
Okay, then. I'm very interested to see that Chappell Roan wore a revived
Oh,
Terry Mugler design
that just
because,
hurt me to look at it. I not kidding. I can't look. I looked at it once and the pain was incredible from my boobs all the way down through my butt. I was just like, oh my God.
I had to go upstairs to my desktop to really make sure that it was the dress that was pierced and not Chappell Roan. But
No, it's pierced to her.
no,
Yeah.
if you look at the dress, that's not naked flesh. That's a see-through top thing.
I'm have to look that up.
Well, you can look at, it's a see-through fabric. I think they called it a nude bodysuit with a prosthetic parts where the rings go. You can see it at the neckline. Yeah. Anyway, we could do a yes it is and no it isn't, but
Yeah.
I want to tell you that
Anyway, it hurts. And
when-
I'm looking at it again.
when the small cutie was looking at schools, we went up to look at 3 schools in Canada, including McGill, which is in Montreal, which is where Terry Mugler had a huge exhibit of his fashion. And Terry Mugler came out of the world of gay fetish wear, leather and a lot of piercings. That was kind of his world. And then he dressed women like that. And I was talking with a friend of mine, like, what is it about women that they want to go parading around in public dressed essentially in fetish wear that hurts? And she said, because they see the reaction from guys. Guys go crazy. And I thought, are there really that many guys? Really that many?
That would be excited rather than ew by it.
Yeah. I don't know. I
Well,
have
look
never
at Kanye's wife.
Well, that's one guy who's avowedly psychotic.
But she still should have a brain of her own that says ew when her husband says, you're going outside with little buttons on your boobs and that's all. I mean, she's always naked or 3/4 naked.
There's a whole branch of fashion now, I have learned in the New York Times, called naked fashion.
Yeah, that's what the big thing on the red carpet is.
Naked fashion.
And I think I told you this, but
I want the guys.
somewhere-
I want to see the guys in some naked fashion.
fashion.
Let's see a tuxedo with a cutout in sheer fabric right there at the crotch. Let's see that. When they do that, that'll be the day that I buy a dress with like a fake nipple ring in front of my breasts.
Well, okay, this is something that you're not going to believe. You'll have to look it up yourself. But I read in a fashion magazine
Yeah.
online
Yeah.
that the next big thing for women
Yeah.
is underwear with fake pubes that come out the side because it's supposed to be really stylish. Kim Kardashian loves it. That's what I read.
You need to read something else. I don't know what you're reading. You need to. This
Who
is.
wants to buy that?
When I met you, you actually read books. I don't know what's happened to you up there on the mountain and where there are too many goats and cows living in your yard. And if this is what it's come to, come down to the city now. It's time. It's enough.
No, it's true.
I'm pleased to report that a lot of guys are spending a lot of money now to have their chest hairs waxed right off and their back hairs waxed right off. And so, yeah, if you look at old movies, you'll see that guys actually used to have hair when they were naked from the waist up. But you will not see that now in most cases. And that just it's not like all of a sudden everybody started to be born hairless like those cats you like.
See, they're already sold out. I'm looking at this right now on the Daily Beast, which is a fairly respectable.
So wait, so you're telling me that first they have
Kim
everything.
Kardashian's
You're telling
brand Skims.
me first you have it all waxed off, and then you buy a pair of lingerie with it pasted back in.
They're almost sold out, dude. Yeah, here's
almost?
the name of them: Skims Faux Hair Micro Strength Thong. It's a thong with built-in pubic hair for $32. And it's already selling out. And there's like pictures of models wearing them.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I'm serious.
Are you sure that maybe people don't just like want to wear it like a fake mohawk on top of their head?
Nope. They
Because
got them
you
right
could
down
take
there.
that thong and if you shaved your head, you could scoot a leg over each ear, and on top of your head, it would resemble if you were bald.
They call it our most shocking panty ever.
I think that there are things about your partner that you probably don't want to admit to, and that might be one of them. Speaking of things that people don't want to admit to,
Yeah.
I felt
Stop looking at these pictures.
I felt so bad for Melinda French Gates in her
God.
interview. So bad for her. Well, she divorced the guy. If you've missed it, apparently Melinda French Gates' ex-husband, bazillionaire Bill Gates, who's up to now been known to be in public a pretty good guy, gives millions to international charities, a prominent philanthropist. His former wife, Melinda French Gates, had implied that there were some troubles in their marriage. But what we didn't know, and apparently now know, although we can't be absolutely sure because he's denying it, is that he was an Epstein and Russian working girl aficionado, and I say emphasis on girl. And then the allegations are that he actually described the condition of his infected private part to Jeffrey Epstein, asked what drug he should be on, and then further planned to give such drug to his wife without her knowing it. Again, allegedly.
Yeah, I'm not reading those just because.
That you're not reading?
No.
You want to read
First
about
of all,
Kim Kardashian's fake pubes thong, but you don't want to read. I cannot make head nor tail of your taste anymore. Can't figure it.
I'm afraid I might find someone I know in there. My biggest problem with the Epstein files is that they are so heavily redacted that my brain goes into overtime trying to figure out what they redacted. It's like playing, what's that game where you fill in the words?
Oh, yeah, Hangman.
No, it's a book for kids. Choose your own adventure.
Oh.
It's my choose your own Epstein adventure. And I just, there's too much redaction. When it all comes out, I will sit and read it and probably until my doomsday because it's millions of pages.
Yeah, I'm not going to be reading it. That's so interesting what you're reading and what I'm reading. What you're wearing on your breasts and what I'm wearing on my breasts. two different paths.
lifestyles.
Yeah, that's what we have. Thanks for listening to the Tory Writers She Said What podcast. And if you've made it this far, we're guessing you liked it. So please recommend it to your friends and check out my book, She Said What? A Life on the Air. You can get it at your neighborhood independent bookstore or that website that sells everything.